Hi friends, I am Shiva. Today we are going to explain about the PLSQL. So how to write a initial code of a PLSQL programs. So then what is the PLSQL? Where we are using this PLSQL code? What is the use of that one? We are learning these things. See here, PLSQL is a procedure language. This PLSQL is extension of SQL. This PLSQL is introduced Oracle of 6.0 version. This is a backend program. The PLSQL is a backend program. If we want to do the backend operations, we should follow by the PLSQL programs. See here, we will observe some of website like as a Amazon or Flipkart. In the for example, if you take the Amazon, what will happen in the front end? The front end will be developed by Java, .NET or PHP. That is a front end. Front end in the sense whatever the user able to log in the page, whatever the product will be visible, everything will be developed by the front end. Whoever the user try to buying the sum of the particular of the product, the internally code will be generated. That code will be written by the PLSQL program only. Then only the internally whatever the whoever the customers try to buying that product, internally the account will be debited to that particular account. So see here, such kind of internal operation if you want to do, then you can go for the PLSQL programs. For example, if you want to develop any one of the project, the front end whatever you want to choose, like as a Java or .NET or PHP, you can choose the backend any one of the backend language also you should know to develop the website. So see here in the backend program, in the sense this is the PLSQL program. So we are observing on the screen. So this is the backend programs. This is the backend programs we should follow for that to do the backend operations. So that is we need for the backend programs to write that. Okay, so we can observe on the screen. See, we will observe on the screen. This one is the PLSQL architecture. Okay, this PLSQL architecture. This one is the PLSQL architecture. This PL architecture using for, so whatever the programs you are writing in the PLSQL, the PLSQL code internally executed these kinds of process only. So whatever observing on the screen, this one is the process will be happening in the internally. So we should know where we are writing the code, where the code will be going to execute, we will learn by seeing this architecture. So this one is the PLSQL architecture. Okay, so here this is the Oracle server. This Oracle, in this Oracle server, we are writing the code here. Whatever the PLSQL code whatever the PLSQL program you have, the program will be writing here the same code. While we are trying to executing this code is going to PLSQL engine. Okay, this code will be going to PLSQL engine. In this engine, what this engine will be decide. So see here, this PLSQL code, in this PLSQL block, this code is consisting two codes, in the sense SQL codes and PLSQL codes. These both codes are these both queries is consisting of a PLSQL programming. So see here in this program, whatever the SQL queries are executed in the SQL engine. Here in this program, whatever the PLSQL queries you have, the PLSQL queries are executed in the PLSQL engine by using procedural statement executor. Okay, by using the procedural statement executor, whatever the PLSQL codes you have on the you have written on the program, that code will be executed in the PLSQL engine by using procedural statement executor. Okay, so this is a process is internal level happen. So initially we are writing a PLSQL program. So what kinds of block structure we should follow? We should know about that one. Then we will try to write a sum of programs. So how we can find which is the SQL query and which is a PLSQL query? How the Oracle will be decide to execute that one has whatever the SQL queries you have to execute and the SQL engine, whatever the PLSQL codes you have to execute the PLSQL engine. So how we can decide for that we will learn. Okay, so initially we should know how to write a PLSQL program as per the block structure. So see here we should know what is the block structure, what kinds of procedures we should follow, we will learn for that. So see here, this is the block structure of the PLSQL. So this is the block structure of the PLSQL. By using this block structure, we will try to write the PLSQL programs. See here, this one is in the block structure. We have three sessions. First one is the declare sessions. Next one is the executable session. Next one is the exception session. Okay, we have three sessions. See here in this declare session, this one is called the declare session, correct? This one is the called declare session. In this declare session, whatever the variables if you want to declare, those kinds of variables you have to declare in the declare session. Okay, this declare session is optional. See here, then we can go for the cursor declaration. The next topic will become the cursor declaration. The cursor topic we have. In that cursor topic we will learn in depthly. So what we have to declare a cursor, what kinds of cursor variables we have, what is the use of the cursor to declare for that, we will learn in depthly. Before that we should know. So even though whenever the using the cursors, the cursor also should declare in the declare session only. So you should remember for that. We will learn in the depth when the cursor topic will become. Okay, this is the user defined exceptions. So whatever the exceptions will be raising in your program as per the business rules, those exceptions we will handle. So for that we are using the exceptions. These exceptions also will come the next chapter. We will learn in depthly what is the use of that, where is the use of that, what kinds of exceptions we have to learn for that. So what kinds of errors we are handle for that, we will learn in depthly in the exception session for that. Okay, so before that we should know these kinds of variables we will declare in the declare session. This is a this is a variable declaration, cursor declaration, user defined exceptions. We will declare in the declare session of the PLSQL program. Okay, then we can go for the begin session. Once we observe, not only this hour in the PLSQL program, In this PLSQL program, not only in this PLSQL program, in Java, C, C++, .NET, any of the language, any of the programming language, our program will be started to execution for in the begin session only. Then our program will be end by this end keyword. So this both are the mandatory. Okay, this both are mandatory. This declaration is the optional. Okay, see here in this session, in the declare session, sorry, in this begin session, in the begin session, like a executable session, whatever the you want to develop a task as per the business rules, we will write the code in this session only, in the begin session only. See here, in the begin session, we are using the DML and TCL commands. So see here, in the coming to in the SQL, we have some queries like as here DML, TCL, DML, DCL, DDL, we have some queries. So in the PLSQL session of a begin, so we have some restrictions to use the queries of that one. So regarding to in SQL, only DML, TCL commands only we should use. Remaining DCL, DDL commands we are unable to use in the PLSQL session, in the sense in the executable session of the PLSQL program. Okay. So that if even though if you want to use DCL, DDL commands, those commands if you want to use, so we have a other topic in the PLSQL, that is a dynamic SQL, we may use the DDL and DCL commands. Okay, so let's we go for that. Next one is select into class. This class also using in the begin session in the PLSQL program. This class is using to store the values into variables, our declare variables, because if you want to display the data from the database table to other values or particular row, if you want to display, then we can declare the some variables. As per the variables, as per the declare the PLSQL variables, our database values are the rows, those values are storing into our declare variables. So for that we have to declare the variables in the declare session. So by using select into class, then only possible to store the values. Okay, then we can go for the conditional control statements. These conditional control statements also we may use in the begin session of the PLSQL program. Okay, conditional control statement in the sense loops like if else, if, simple loop, while loop. These are the conditional control statements. Those conditional control statements are also used in the begin session of the PLSQL program. Okay, let's we go for the exception session. This exception session is a optional. If you want to if you want to use this exception session, so see here why we are using these exceptions, where we are using this exception, what is the use of the exception, we will learn in depth in the exception session. Before that we should know what is exceptions. Exception is using for handle the runtime errors. Runtime errors in the sense whatever the you are write this much of code here, as per the our business rules, some errors will be raising. As per that as per the error message and along with error numbers, that is a predefined, that is the predefined error number and error message developed by Oracle. So whatever the error number and error message is displaying to the user, that message is unable to understand by that user. So that whatever the language is compatible to understanding the user, instead of the predefined message, if we should develop a user defined message, if we want to display to the user defined message to understanding to user, for that we should develop the exceptions. That kinds of course we should develop in the exception part only. In the sense, this part only we should develop. Okay, so it is called a exception. Let's see, the program will be ended by the end. So this is one is the mandatory. So this is a block structure of the program. So whatever the programs, if you want to write in the PLSQL, you have to follow these kinds of procedures to write a program. Okay, now so far we learn what is the procedures we are followed to write a PLSQL programs. Then we will see the sum of PLSQL programs. Now see, whatever the PLSQL program we will see. See here, just now I already discussed this architecture of PLSQL. We will write there in the Oracle, we will write this PLSQL in the PLSQL block. We will write a PLSQL program. The PLSQL program will be come here. This PLSQL program is consisting SQL code and PLSQL code. The SQL code will be executed in the SQL engine by using the procedural statement executor. Then the PLSQL code will be executed in the PLSQL engine in the PLSQL engine. So the code will be divided in this part only. Then we will see which is the SQL query, which is the PLSQL query. Then we will learn how the Oracle will understand to decide. So which is the SQL query and which is the PLSQL query. So we will learn for that. See here, I written here small of code. See here, we will observe on the screen. This one is the PLSQL architecture example for execute PLSQL program. Okay. See here, we will, for example, we developed a some of project here. This code, by using this code, just imagine for that. The code, in this code, consisting SQL code and PLSQL code. Okay. This code will be consisting SQL code and PLSQL code. This one begin is the SQL code. Sorry, this begin is the PLSQL code. The PLSQL code is executing in the PLSQL engine by using procedural statement executor. Okay, this is update EMP, set salary equal to 4500, where condition EMP number equal to 7788 up to this one. This one is the PLSQL code, sorry, SQL code. The SQL code will be executed in the SQL engine. Okay, Oracle will be divided like this. Okay, internally. So then this is the end. End is the PLSQL code. Observe on the screen, this one is a PLSQL code. So the PLSQL code will be executed in the PLSQL engine by using procedural statement executor. So we'll understand how we can decide, in the sense this one update EMP sets salary equal 4500 where condition EMP number equal to 7788. We already in the SQL. So this is a SQL query. Okay, you already know for that in the SQL very well about this. This is a SQL query. So we did not use in the begin and end in the SQL. So that this is a SQL, this is a PLSQL, this one also PLSQL. So entire this one SQL code. So that internally when we are submitting this program into our PLSQL engine, the PLSQL engine will be decided which is a SQL query and which is a PLSQL query. Then decide, then execute internally. Okay, everything is will take care by the Oracle. Okay. So now we will observe how we can write some PLSQL program. Initially the small program we will write. So understand what is how we can write the PLSQL program, what kinds of syntax we should follow to write a program, how we should execute for that, what kinds of output will be displaying. So we will observe in entire that one. So observe on the screen. This one is the small PLSQL program initially. So I already discussed previously what block structure of, as per the block structure of the PLSQL I developed this program. Okay, see, this is the declare session. Okay, then this is the executable session. This one is the executable session. Okay, see, in the declare session I declare three variables: variable A, variable B, variable C. In the variable A, number data type is the number data type and size. Variable B, number data type, size 3. Variable C, number data type 3, followed by semicolon. Okay, this is a semicolon. Our query will be terminated by semicolon. See how we can declare a variable, what kinds of syntax we should follow to declare a variable in the PLSQL. So observe on the screen. So how we can declare the variables? See, observe in this, how to declare a variables followed by this syntax. Okay, this is a variable name, data type, size. Okay, next example of create a variables. Okay, as per this syntax, okay, I given some small example to understanding as easily. Okay, see here, this one is the variable name. Okay, variable name A, data type, this is the data type, number is the data type, size, this one is the size. Okay, as per this syntax I declare same as three variables here in the declare session of PLSQL. One A variable, B variable and C variable. Okay, so then I declare now I declare three variables. So now implementing whatever the declare in the declaration of variables, Now I'm trying to implementing on this here in this part. So this begin session is the implementation of part. So see here, a variable, because I already declared this variable. Number data types, because of I am assigning the values, number values. 50 is the number. So that if we want to store the number values into a variable, that followed by number data types only. So this is the number data type. By using this number data type, the value will be storing into a variable. So this is the operator equal to semicolon equal to. So this is colon equal to, this is a 50. This 50 value will be assigned into a variable. Then we can observe in the other variable. This is a b variable. This variable is assigned 30 value will be assigned into b variable. Okay. See here. This is a plus b. A plus b is the expression. So by using this expression, I am adding the values. Okay. Here assign, I already assigned the a value. How much value I assign to a variable? 50. The 50 plus, here how much value is available on the 30? 30. 50 plus 30, how much? 50. The 50 result value will be storing into C variable. Correct? So now is the 50 value is available on the C variable. See, in the below section, I am using dbms underscore output dot put underscore line of C. Okay, this is using for this, because whatever the values available on the variables, if you want to know for displaying, for that I am using dbms output dot put underscore line. By using this, displaying the data, whatever the PLSQL variables I declare in this session. Just now I assign some values also. If you want to know for displaying in the PLSQL program, by using this only. Okay, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Okay, this is a dbms underscore put underscore line, same has a select statement. By using this, there is not effect in the database. Whatever in the database, whatever the values you have, need to display that. By using the data will be displayed in the PLSQL program. Okay, so we will observe in depthly in this. This one, dbms underscore output, this is a package name. Okay, this package name, the package topic will come in the next. We will learn in depthly. So before that, we should know why we are using for that. For this, dbms underscore output, this is a package name. Then put underscore line, this is a procedure name. So combination of, then the combination of these two data will be displayed in the PLSQL program. Okay, see here, I used C variable instead of in this place. Whatever the if you want to display the data, of a C variable data, if you want to display, you have to use in C. If you want to display the some text message, if you want to welcome to our PLSQL, something message if you want to display, you have to write instead of C variable, then those messages will be displayed. So in the sense, by using at this place, if we want to display assign the values, whatever the assigns we are assigned to a variable, if you want to display, you have to use these variables to here, that will be displayed. Or else if you want to display some text message, the text message will be displayed here. If you want to mention, and the output will be get it. So that is a using for in the PLSQL program by using dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. Then followed by our program will be end, followed by end keyword, then semicolon. So see here our program will be completed. Then if you want to execute in the PLSQL, if you want to execute, then what we have to do? So followed by forward slash in the PLSQL program. By using the forward slash, whatever the programs you are written in the above session, the entire program code will be compiled by using forward slash. Okay, right. So now see here, we can observe in this part. Just now I already discussed this 50 value will be assigned into A variable, 30 value is assigned into B variable, the expression will be stored into C variable. But we want to know how to initialize the value into this variable. Okay, I want to know. So I want to know how to initialize the variable into this. So for that, what we have to do? You have to follow this syntax. Now see how to initialize value into variables. This is the syntax. Okay. Then this is a variable name. That variable name is a user defined. Whatever you want to give a name as your wish, A or B or your name, whatever you want to give a name, you can give instead of this one. This is a variable name. I already discussed in this area how to declare a variable. Instead of, you have to give as per that the same name you have to use here. Then operator, then value. You have to follow this kind of syntax. Then some giving us some clarity to how to initialize the value into variables. So see here example for initialize value into variable in PLSQL variable. See here A is a variable as per declare in the declare session. Whatever the declare the variable here, the same variable name you have to use here. Same. So here also use. So variable name. Once you are try to assign some values into variable, you have to followed by this operator. So semicolon operator. So this is a variable name. This is a variable name. This one is the operator. Followed by this operator, value will be assigned, or else PLSQL will be generate some errors. So this is the value. Whatever the value if you want to assign, now you have to use. Then followed by semicolon. Okay. This is some example to how to initialize the values. As per the same procedures, I should follow here. You can observe in this. Okay. Now I want to know what kinds of data types you have. I want to know. So you are already know in the SQL number data type. I am observing. Observe on the screen. Some example of data types. Number data type, varchar data type, varchar2 data type, char data type, date data type, timestamp data type. So this Oracle will be introduced. this Oracle is introduced these data types. We have some more data types. So before that we know these are the data types are available. You know already very well in the SQL. This is the number data types. The number data types is using only for storing a number values. Here also for storing the number values into this variable based on the number data type. So I used only number in this program. I used only number. So here is the number data type. This is the varchar2 data type. This varchar2 data types using to storing a characters like names. Okay, character values if you want to store, use for this varchar2 data type. Varchar2 data type, then char data type, you have to use it. If you want to store a character value, you have to use these three things. Then go for a date. Date is using for storing the dates or displaying the dates, for using dates and timestamp, using for this. Okay, in the coming classes we'll getting some more data types in that PLSQL or SQL. Combination of these two we are using in the PLSQL program. We will learn in depthly, but before there are some writing some codes in the PLSQL, we should know minimum these things to write a sum of programs in the PLSQL. Okay, now I am trying to executing the same code in the PLSQL. We will know. So in this program, what output we should get? Only the 50 result, sorry, then the 80 result. 50 plus 30, how much? The 80 will be storing into C variable. In the C variable, how much value is available? 80 value. The 80 value will be displayed in the our PLSQL program. So I am executing for this one. How we have to execute? Where we have to execute? What kind of settings we have in the PLSQL to display the output? So we will learn in depthly in the real time. So simply I am copy the same program what I written this same program. So until this one only I am copy this same code. I am copy this. Go to the our PLSQL tool. So observe on the screen. This is our PLSQL tool. This is our PL plus. This is by using this tool we can execute both SQL queries and PLSQL query. So I am open this one. Log into our user. So our Oracle will be connected. So whatever the copy and previously simply paste here. Control V. So then enter. So why I written the same code here. The code if you want to compile, then what we have to follow? I already told you, but you should follow by the forward slash. Then only our PLSQL code will be execute. So in the sense compiled, like execute. Okay. Then enter. Press enter. See, our PLSQL program, our PLSQL procedure successfully completed. Now observe on the screen here, whatever the result I should display 80, correct? A plus B in the sense 50 plus 30, how much? 50 value is available in C variables. By using this to display the output like as a select statement, previously I told you as a clearly. Okay, here I used C variable in the sense the 80 value should display here but not display, but our program will be successfully completed. If you want to display the 80 value, the 80 output if you want to display, we have go to some settings in the PLSQL environment. Okay, what kinds of settings we should follow? For that we will learn it. See here, If you want to display the output in the database, we have some tools. First one is a SQL development tool, PL/SQL development tool. Next one is Toad tool, SQL Plus. This I am using here SQL Plus. Correct? So this I am using SQL Plus. In the SQL Plus, we have some settings. We should follow only those settings operations. In the SQL developments, we have some settings. As per that settings only we should follow. In the PL/SQL developments, we have some settings. In that settings only we should follow to display the output. In the Toad also having some settings. In the Toad also we should follow from those related settings we should follow, then only the output will come. Till that time is not able to display the output. Okay. So here also we should give some setting, then only the output will be come. Till that time your output will be not generate. So what kinds of settings we have to follow? Observe on the screen. See here, I am passing some settings in the sense I am passing some queries to open the settings in the SQL Plus. Set server output on. Observe on the screen, then followed by semicolon. Set server output on. Now press enter. Okay. This is the settings. Okay. This is the settings to display the output in the PL/SQL environment. In the our PL/SQL environment, in the sense whatever the written are this PL/SQL code, this PL/SQL related output if you want to display, you have to follow these settings. Then only the output will be come. Or else same as whatever the written without settings, whatever the written the code, but that result of the code will not display the output here. So if you want to display, you have to follow this. Okay. Now go back. Simply copy again this same program. Control C. Okay. Same program I am paste here. Again I am re-executing for that. Then if you want to compile for that, what we have to follow? By using forward slash, then enter. Okay. Now previously we did not display the output here, but now here display the 80 value here. Correct? So you have to follow this syntax when you are trying to executing the PL/SQL programs. You have to follow this, then output will be come. Till that time will not generate the outputs. Okay. So see, in the next session we will write some of programs in the PL/SQL. Then we'll understand how we can write a in-depth of programs in the PL/SQL. We will learn in the next session.